Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them microphone, dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, got a radio show. Real glad about it too. You know, I hope that God always keeps me in the frame of mind to try to be sharing and try to be motivational and uplifting, even when it's not felt or wanted by some people. I have people around me who seem to not benefit at all for anything, and I can sit with them and talk to them or take meetings with them to try to encourage them, and for whatever reason, you know, they want to just keep going the way they're going. When you run into people like that, you have to pray for them. You have to just hope that one day that they release the chains on their mind and open up your mind to a new way of thinking. A couple of things I wanted to go over with you. I want you to all today, in terms of motivation, I want you to be aware of statements or old sayings that have been created that you hear over the course of time, and you may be applying them to your life, and I want you to be careful of some of them. Because some of these old sayings, man, are not designed for people who are dreamers, are not designed for people who have any aspirations of being extraordinary. These are not designs or sayings that people who want to be extremely successful at anything or have high aspirations to put these sayings into your life. Let me give you an example. Statistics say. That's it. That's the one I want you to be careful about. Statistics say. Be very careful of stats. When a person says, you know, statistics say 1 out of every, what? See, listen to me. These are things that sound like they're good, sound, solid advice, but they're setting you up for failure. And you can't adhere yourself to a lot of these sayings that's been passed down from generations, and it's not scripture. It ain't in the scripture nowhere that statistics say. It's just some people. And a lot of people who have lost have come up with these sayings to justify why they keep losing or why they lost. When I was first got started in the business, there were more stand-ups around now than it is today, because the comedy boom in 84, 85 was it was gaining a lot of momentum. It was comedy clubs, comedy nights everywhere. The statistic that a guy told me, I told him I wanted to be on the Johnny Carson show, the Tonight Show. The guy said 1 out of every 2,000 comedians ever make it to the Tonight Show. Okay. Now, when he told us that, some of the comedians in the room went, well, wow, man, that's rough. Because a guy had also said that there was approximately 6,000 comedians in the country at that time. I don't know if it was true. I'm just telling you, a guy was out there spewing numbers. I have no idea how many it was. But he said 1 in every 2,000 will make it to the Tonight Show. And he let the air out of everybody in the room but me. So every night before I went on stage, I used to do this right here. Ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da. That was the Tonight theme song. Now, I was young, opening act, nowhere near Hollywood. I was in Cleveland telling jokes at one-nighters, but that was my thing. Because I was bent and determined that if it's 1 in 2,000, okay, why don't I just be the one? Be careful when people say statistics say, because they are set up for failure if you're going to adhere to them. See, that 1 in so many people win the lottery. But if you don't play the lottery, you ain't going to be the one to hit. Now, when the dude hits, you go, wow, he was lucky. But he played. Here's another one. Maybe it's not meant to be. All right, let's go one step further. I guess it wasn't the Lord's will. Don't you dare blame God for something you may have not done yourself. Because you didn't get the proper education, because you didn't do the things you were supposed to do, because you didn't stay to the task, because you quit, turned around, and went the other way. Now, maybe it wasn't the Lord's will. These are all statements that sound like sound advice, but they ain't all the time got nothing to do with you. Stop letting these old fogey sayings get in your way of what can happen in your life. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Why? Who came up with this? Who came up with this? If you don't pour all your efforts into one thing, how are you going to be great at that one thing? If Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird had not played basketball sun up to sundown, these is guys that put all their eggs in one basket. See, what's cool with putting all your eggs in one basket is you now can maximize your effort and laser beam what you're doing. If your basket is made out of faith, hope, hard work, and belief, then guess what? That's a good basket. I'm dumping all mine in it. Because ever since I was a young dude, I've been telling jokes. One thing only. Even when it got ugly and I was living in a car, I never quit telling them jokes, man. I just kept believing that them jokes was going to pay me one day. And I'd be doggone if it didn't. I ain't take no time off, go work at the Walmart, get me a job, go back to Ford and beg for my job back. Hey, man, put all your eggs in a basket. Just make sure that your basket is made up of faith, hope, belief, hard work. Your basket woven by God, what you tripping for? And then here's another one. Let me throw this one at you. Always have a plan B. Why do you have a plan B? Listen to me. In order to have a plan B, you have to stop working on plan A to formulate plan B. In order to have plan B to fall back on, you now have to stop your time working on plan A to apply some effort to have a plan B. So in case plan A don't work, you can fall back on plan B. Really? Who told you that? You're defeating yourself. Where is your faith? Where is your belief? At one point in time, you got to believe that God can do what he say he gonna do, because he done it for others. He'll most certainly do it for you. Be careful of these sayings that's out here that's aligned by losers and people to justify why they are not succeeding. Don't apply this stuff to your life and it ain't got nothing to do with you. You're gonna mess yourself up. Get your plan A, make it work. If it don't ever come to pass, get another plan A. All right? Okay.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have your undivided attention. What I'm about to do now is unplanned, unrehearsed, have given it no prior thought. I don't do pre-show. So whatever I'm finna do, I don't even know what it is. If you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. Ooh, no, sir. If you don't know me by now, if you don't, you will never, never, never know me. Ooh. We all got
funny rules.
Shirley Strawberry.
Good morning, Steve.
And then there's Carla Farrell.
You better sing. Good morning, Steve.
And then you come along and a little boy named Junior.
Morning up. Morning up.
The next one's old as hell. Janvin Brown.
What's up, Steve Harvey? What's going
And
on?
then there,
He cut you off.
nothing but a fool. Somebody dumber than all of me and you. Nephew Tommy's here.
Top. Sing it on in, big dog.
That's it, man. I just, I told you.
that's
It was unrehearsed, unthought of. Ain't worked it out, ain't
You
wrote
don't
it.
even know what you're going to do.
No, I don't
have
even
no
know what
idea.
I did.
Yeah, you don't let him use you. Like Tommy used to say, let him use you.
I don't even know what it is I did.
Only you and
comes
the
through
Lord.
you.
Only the Lord.
Through the universe.
Yeah. Only
Yes.
the Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Well,
Monday, how you feeling?
weekend is over.
Man, I'm actually having weekends again. I'm back at work, full-time, Family Feud. 2 COVID tests a week.
Wow.
Everybody that comes on that lot, on that stage, has to be COVID tested twice a week, has to test negative, and get a different color band every day you get your temperature checked. You can't even come in the studio. They not playing at Family Feud. All the families is tested. All the families have to wear masks until game time. My podium is 8 feet away from all contestants, and instead of going from side to side, I stand in the middle in a gray area and talk to the contestants from there. Social
Genius.
distancing. When we turn around to play Fast Money, I don't even touch people no more. I don't even see them. I'm 8 feet away from them now. The whole time. If Family Feud was
It's
running
almost
the
like
country,
you still at
we'd
the
be
house.
ready to open back
You that
up.
far back.
Call Yes. the president. They need to give Donald Trump a call.
Yeah.
All right, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, get ready. It is that time. You know what time it is. Ask the CLO, Steve's favorite segment, the Chief Love Officer, or CLO, as Tommy calls it. We'll get into that right after this. Get ready, Steve Harvey.
Stay ready.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, it is time for you to help some listeners with Ask the CLO, okay? And if you want Steve to help you with your love problems, you can submit your questions to steveharveyfm.com. Are you ready, sir?
One more time. Stay ready.
Stay ready. Let's go. This one is from Latoya in Cali. Latoya says, my sister is married, but she also tells me that she's in a committed relationship with her boyfriend. She thinks her boyfriend loves her because he makes time to have sex with her on deserted roads and in fleabag motels. She has no idea of what real commitment is, and I'm sure she's addicted to the sex. She's ready to leave her husband for him, but he will not leave his wife for her. I'm afraid she's about to really mess up her life, and I refuse to let her do it. How can I get her to see the light?
Well, I mean, her boyfriend has a wife that he's not leaving his wife for because he knows that he can have sex with you on the side of the road and in flea-ridden hotels. he can't take his wife on the side of the road and put her in no flea-bitten hotel.
Hell no. Hell
So
no.
why would he lead a woman with standards to go with the one that ain't got none?
Right.
Now, you going to give up your husband, which obviously you ain't putting the right time in with him anyway. I don't know what you could tell your sister except to stop before she blows her life, but she's already jacked up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Sometimes these things have to play out.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
like a junkie. You know, if the junkie don't want to get help, you can want to help the junkie all you want.
You know we ain't here junkie.
I was getting
Well,
ready
you
to say,
need to hear junkie.
do they still use that term?
Because junkie is a good ass term. Because junkie remind you of what's really happening.
Explain to our younger crowd what a junkie is.
Yeah.
Addict is someone who's addicted to something.
Yeah.
You could be
She's
addicted to
sex.
pain pills. You could be addicted to sex. You could be addicted to drugs, alcohol. That's an addict.
Food. Yeah.
A junkie is just on drugs.
They
These
stop
is
that.
drugs on. This ain't no damn alcohol. These ain't painkillers. A junkie ass is on drugs. Damn that damn junk.
You're so stupid.
I know.
That's great.
Thanks for
Not
breaking
to
it
be
down.
confused with junkie, like a junkie house.
Specified
That's
some
different.
people. That's what
That's
I found
totally
out.
different than junkie house.
All right.
And I want to make sure I got that out the way before Mississippi Monica jumped in here with her 2 damn degrees to give you the technical term of it. So that's what it is. That's what a junkie is. I don't care what she say with all that education.
One more time. What is it again?
A junkie just on drugs.
All right. All right. So we can move
crack,
on now.
LSD, heroin,
We
or
know what
PCP,
drugs
all
are.
that junkie.
Okay.
That's a junkie.
Meth.
All right. I think we're all clear now. Yeah.
Clarity, yes,
we're-
Shirley, yes.
Yeah. It's a good thing. We're moving on. Nene in Southfield, Michigan says, I've been married for 11 years, and my husband and I have done quite well for ourselves. Because of this, my husband's family is always hitting us up to borrow money, and my husband believes in sharing the wealth. I don't. And I have asked him to stop giving money to grown people that can hustle and work hard like we do. He says I'm selfish and it's a blessing to help others. So I hit his checkbook and changed the passcode on our debit cards. If he wants to give them money, he can get it from his personal savings account. He's furious. Am I wrong?
No, here's the deal. This is the way it works. Let me help you understand something. Every married couple should have minimum 4 bank accounts. The savings account where both you all put your all money in there, and it saves in a personal account, and it pays for all the bills that you have to survive on: house, rent, car notes, dang. The next account is a joint savings account that requires 2 people to attach a signature to move the money. The other account is your personal account as the woman and his personal account as the man. Once you divide that up and decide who gets what, he can take all his personal money and give it to all his damn family members if he wants to. But it cannot affect the household budget. That's the way it works. So once you all decide on what the allowance is for each one of you, he can take it outside, put it in a rain barrel and set it on fire if he wants to. You know what I'm saying? And then you ain't got to worry about it. But what he can't expect you to do is take money out the bank
Right.
that you could be doing something for your family and what you want to save for. Just split it up into 4 bank accounts, and what he do with his money every month, he can loan it out, buy a cigar, do whatever he want to do. That's how we do it in my house, and it hold down on everything. I can't say nothing about
drama.
what she do with her money. No, man, she do what she want to do. That's hers. If she want to save her money up to buy something really expensive in a few months, she do that. If I don't want to spend none of my money that month, which I can, long as I'm working, I don't do that. Then look up and I had a little extra money, I might do something crafty, but I always end up doing something for them any damn way.
Remember when we were in LA, Steve, in the studio, and every day somebody would come by with something else, some suits, some shoes.
Yeah, but see, Shirley, I was on limited budget back then.
Yeah, you would be
I
shopping
wasn't
right in the
quite
studio.
as ballerific as I am today.
I know.
We had a
Man.
revolving door.
We really
Yeah,
did.
boy.
Hats one day, glasses the next, Junior. Oh, it was
Brother
lit.
man, huh?
All right, we're moving on. This is from
I
Sean
swear
in
to God.
Hoover. He says, I'm 26 years old and I was hospitalized for coronavirus before Because of complications from asthma, I've been out of the hospital 2 weeks and my family has shunned me. They are Trump supporters and they don't believe the virus is an issue anymore because Trump has downplayed it so much. Yet, they're fearful that I'm still contagious. They still refuse to wear masks or stop having social gatherings. How can I educate these ignorant people, yes, my parents, about what's going on with COVID-19?
If your damn near death didn't get their attention, I don't know what else you can do. That's the problem we got. There's too many damn stupid people. You were hospitalized with it.
Yeah.
What else is it? That's why we're leading the world in deaths and cases, and we're only 4% of the population. Because we listening to that man in the White House. He got to go.
All right, he will come November 3rd. All right, coming up next, Church Complaints with Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam is back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is here with today's national news. President Trump's younger brother, Robert Trump, passed away on Saturday. He was 71 years old. Also, in trending political news, we'll tell you about the speakers and performers at this week's Democratic National Convention going down in Milwaukee. And we'll also tell you all these stories at the top of the hour. But today is Monday. Reverend Motown, Deacon Def Jam are here with today's church complaints.
For sure. We are doing all of my answers to all of the complaints, no matter what you say, Deacon. You don't have to change nary complaint. I am going to answer all the church complaints under a theme today. Go ahead, Deacon. I won't share it with you. I will surprise you.
You just gonna surprise me. All right, let's get down to business. Brother Reeves thought he tested positive for COVID-19. But he read it wrong. He actually tested positive for cocaine on the 19th of July.
Oh, my goodness.
He's asking us to bail him out for $2,000.
Thought you tested positive for cocaine is exactly what we gonna treat you as. He is no longer allowed to come to any service of any kind, and the best place for him to ride this quarantine out is down there at the jailhouse. Go ahead.
We gonna leave him in there. Okay. All right. Sister Patterson has been making masks for all the members for $10. Now, Sister Dolores Kavanaugh ordered a mask, and when she got it, it was two masks sewn together. She called Sister Patterson and asked her, why is it like this? Sister Patterson told her, because you two-faced it. Sister Dolores wants her money back and needs the church to help her get her $10.
I've asked the sister who is the mask maker to make personalized masks for members at the church. There was a man at Family Feud this week who was so large, he put his mask on and it looked like a stamp.
What?
Wow.
He had lip, nose, everything. Everything was out the mask. So I have asked the mask maker at the church to personalize the mask from now on. So if you two-faced it, you're going to get a two-faced mask. If you're real skinny, we're going to make you a skinny mask. If you're a big person, we're going to make you a bigger mask.
Yeah. But let me ask you this. What was you doing down at Family Feud? What was you doing down there?
I go down there with Steve sometime.
Stay in character.
I wanted to test it.
He carry me down there sometime.
Carry me down there.
All right, Pastor. Listen now. As you know, school has started. 32-year-old DeMarcus Amos is supposed to get his GED this school year, but his mama, Sister Greta Amos, says she don't want her baby going down there to school during this pandemic. She says she gonna hold him back this year.
Yeah, well, that'll be just like the past 18 years he's been held back. That'll be nothing new. He ain't graduated, ain't got no plans of graduation. She need to stop with this, boy. There is no diploma that can help him at this point.
He's 32. He's still living with her, Pastor.
Well, he's been taking the GED since he was 19, nephew. Excuse me, Deacon.
Deacon. That's Deacon.
You can't pass the GED in 13 years. There is a mild deficiency in your mental capacity to retentionize information. Therefore, I just want to write him off and just have him just clean up the church for money.
Okay, well.
Sweep it and mopping. Sweep it and mopping. Mopping and sweeping.
Mopping and sweeping.
In that order. All right.
Any order. That is, if he can remember the order.
Yeah, well, he has trouble remembering. That's why
we're going to add dusting next month.
Sweeping, mopping, and then dusting next month. All right.
Sweeping, mopping, and dusting. Okay.
Sweeping, mopping, and dusting. Dusting, mopping, and sweep. Yeah, okay. I get it to him. Look at here. Brother Kendrick Lewis, who is blind, he bought a Spanish guide.
First of all, excuse me. You can't open up a complaint by a blind person by saying, look here.
Oh, my goodness.
Check.
Did I say, look here, I'm sorry, Pastor.
You might want to go back.
Okay.
Look here, see here. I'm about to show you something, all that's out.
Listen up.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you can go listen up.
Listen up.
Hear me. Listen up. Brother Kendrick Lewis, who you know is blind, he bought a Spanish guide dog from a Spanish family. Now he's saying that the dog don't speak English, and he keeps walking him.
What?
He don't hear English. He don't know English, so that's the problem. But the dog keep walking him to Taco Bell. He's asking that the church get him a dog that knows English. That's what he's asking.
He has it all wrong. You don't buy a dog that know English. You buy a dog that can see because you can't.
Right.
Now, just go where the damn dog take you for right now.
But the dog keep walking him to Taco Bell.
Walk your ass down there. Maybe that's a message from God.
Follow the dog.
Maybe you need to start listening to your dog. Taco Bell, you know.
Yo quiero.
Get that taco salad. Lose some weight.
All right, Pastor. Now, these next two, you're going to have to talk to them. You're going to have to talk to the Siamese twins, Rayvon and Crayvon. They've been breaking into some of the female members' houses and stealing their bras for face masks, and they're mostly 38 double Ds. It's supposedly fits them perfect when they put a bra on for masks during this pandemic. And that's why on Zoom at the church, some of the sisters are not wearing one. And I know you probably have noticed that. I don't know if you have.
I have noticed that, and I have. This just between me and you, Deacon, off the air. Mm-hmm. I sent Crayvon and Rayvon down there to do that because there were certain sisters that needed to be braless into. You know,
you behind this? I didn't know you was behind it.
Oh, well, when you're seeing some of these twins in it, I'm on either side of it.
Yeah.
All right.
A mess.
That's all the complaints I actually have, Pastor. That's it for now. But I will take care of the twins, and then.
So what is you saying? You short of complaints today?
No, I brought 5 of them.
Thank you, Reverend Motown Deacon Def Jam, for church complaints.
Can't be 6 feet tall.
Coming up at the top of the hour, political and entertainment and national news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
President Trump's younger brother, Robert Trump, passed away on Saturday. Some sad news. The president released a statement saying, in part, "It is with heavy heart that I share with you my wonderful brother, Robert, passed away. He was not only my brother, but he was my best friend." Joe Biden sent the president an empathetic note saying, "I know the tremendous pain of losing a loved one." That's sad.
That's class.
Yeah.
That's class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, sad for the president, though, to lose your brother.
I don't know if they were that close. Yeah.
Huh? What'd you say?
This is the brother that he got to sue his niece from writing
For writing the book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Before he died, he did that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He was
Wow, what a
71.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How old is Trump?
All right.
Too old to be acting immature.
Yeah, too old to be so petty. All
old
of the
enough,
above.
old enough to know better, huh?
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Yes, sir.
Definitely that.
Yeah.
All right, in other political news, the Democratic National Convention kicks off today in Milwaukee.
Yay.
Yeah.
There will be some Democratic Party business in Milwaukee, but the DNC will mostly be 4 nights of virtual programming, and Joe Biden will give his presidential nominee acceptance speech this Thursday. Other headliners and speakers include our forever President Barack Obama, former First Lady Michelle Obama, Senator Bernie Sanders, Jill Biden, former President Clinton, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, Senator Cory Booker, Democratic politician Stacey Abrams, and VP nominee Kamala Harris. All right, that's a very good, very good heavy hitter lineup right there.
Speakers.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't want to miss it.
You forgot one.
What?
Shirley.
Who?
Shucky Ducky will be speaking.
What, Jay?
Shucky Ducky will be making one.
Quack, quack.
I don't know why that's funny, but it's just funny.
Because I don't know why you're
Shucky Ducky.
stupid, but you're
He's a
just
good
I like
stupid.
Shucky
dude.
Shucky, my
Really,
dude.
when you call
Nice
his
guy.
name, it's just funny, man.
Shucky Ducky. All right. Yeah, along with those heavy hitters, they have some serious performers as well. Jennifer Hudson, John Legend, Common, the Chicks. Now, these are formerly the Dixie Chicks, right? But
Right.
now
The
they're the
Dixie
Chicks.
Chicks.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
Chicks.
Chicks. Yeah. Billie
had a
Eilish and
conversation.
Billie Eilish. Speakers tonight include, get this lineup, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, Senator Amy Klobuchar, and Representative Jim Clyburn. Okay. That was Congressman
baby.
John Lewis's best friend. Yeah, so, make sure we watch
That's
and
gonna be nice.
participate. Yeah, only 78 days now until November 3rd, the election. I mean, we feel good right now. It looks
Trump
good
is
right
counting
now.
them, too. He's counting
Yeah.
them.
But, we can't take anything for granted. 78 days until the November 3rd election. So you can go right now to get registered to vote at vote411.org and get your dates as to when you can early vote. We want to early vote this year, okay? We want to let them know we are not playing.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm excited about the convention.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
I am too. All right, Steve, another weekend of heavy gun violence in Chicago and in New York.
What?
Yeah, we're going to get the latest on today's headlines. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news, and good Monday morning. Well, the first ever virtual Democratic National Convention opens today with a spirit of unity and shared purpose. The party's moderate and liberal wings are agreeing, at least for now, to set aside their differences and focus on defeating President Trump in November. Tonight's theme is We the People. And as you just heard, some of the speakers include Bernie Sanders and former First Lady Michelle Obama. By the way, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have expressed their condolences to President Trump as he mourns the loss of his younger brother, Robert, who died Saturday night. He was 71. The White House has not yet provided a cause of death. However, Robert Trump was reportedly on blood thinners and experienced a brain bleeding after a recent fall. The president says his brother Robert was his best friend. The House Democratic leadership has decided to bring the nation's congressmen and women back from their summer recess this week to discuss some of the issues facing the U.S. Postal Service and to vote on the Delivery for America Act. Union members have complained that the man that Donald Trump appointed to head the mail agency, Louis DeJoy, has been slowing down mail delivery. And CNN and other news organizations have reported that Postal Service has been removing mailboxes, letter collection boxes in at least 4 states, New York, Oregon, Montana, and Indiana, and even sorting machines, something that the White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows denies.
There's no sorting machines that are going offline between now and the election. That's something that my Democrat friends are trying to do to stoke fear out there.
Well, the postal union leaders have also complained about other things like the sudden elimination of overtime, leaving a lot of mail to be delivered the day after it could have been arrived. And citizens are complaining that their bills are late. Even medication has been arriving late in the mail. Democrats claim that the Postmaster General is deliberately undermining the Postal Service operation to sabotage the expected mail-in voting for the November election, a charge the postmaster is denying. President Trump has openly admitted that he feels that mail-in votes will favor Democrats. The Georgia State NAACP has declared a state of emergency because of the, quote, never-ending acts of police violence that regularly and consistently, this is a quote, put our communities in danger. The civil rights organization has called for criminal charges to be filed against a white, now fired policeman who shot and killed an unarmed black man whom he stopped for a traffic violation, shot him in the head. Meanwhile, the grand jury in Mississippi has indicted 3 police officers on second-degree murder. They're accused of fatally injuring a man named George Robinson in Jackson last year. Mr. Robinson was black. All 3 cops are also African American. The NBA has dismissed a freelance photographer from the league's bubble in Orlando for posting an offensive meme on his Facebook page, apparently referring to Kamala Harris. Bill Baptist shared an image that says, vote for Joe and the Ho. Nobody thought that was funny. And finally, all major baseball teams yesterday paid tribute to the 100th anniversary of the Negro Leagues. The players, managers, and coaches, umpires all wore commemorative patches on their uniforms. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Introduce your friend Jay.
There are moments in my career that I look back on with much wonder and amazement. This is not one of those. This moment is a man who really was instrumental in teaching me the art of comedy. Okay. And after that, I've watched him progressively take it too damn far.
Over that
Ladies and gentlemen, the too far gone friend of mine, J. Anthony Brown.
Come back, Jay.
Thank you, Steve. Now, you know, from time to time, I come on here and I talk about foolishness. And also, just a little side note, if you're like looking at your listing, Chucky Ducky speaks on Thursday. He speaks on Thursday. But anyway, back to one. I have been talking to some doctors. Me and Tommy have teamed up again to put something together. And we've talked to some doctors to help people who are going through a serious problem. Is that right, Tommy? Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, Jay's right. So, before he actually tells you what it is, I want you guys to, listen to the pain in these brothers' voices. You need to hear that.
I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. The night sweats.
I didn't know what was going on. I started to hear voices. I was checking my phone every 10 minutes for missed calls, and nobody was reaching out to me. I started to think I was being followed. Well, actually, I wanted to be followed, but there was nobody following me.
Day 91. I'm hanging in there. They say one day at a time. I know I can do it. I got this.
What these guys are suffering from is SPD. In case, people, y'all don't know exactly what that is. That is side piece depression.
Oh.
Side piece depression.
What?
They're going through it.
That's SPD.
That's what SPD is.
Now listen. Before you guys start laughing, we've got doctors on standby.
We not.
To talk to people, to help you. If you call 1-800, I can't take this no more.
Right, or you can call 1-800, I miss my side piece. 1-800, I miss my side piece.
I miss my side piece.
Are you crying, Tommy?
Well, I understand.
Yeah, it's because it's sad. You heard the pain in these people's voices. I mean, how could you are you insensitive?
I did.
Now, the real number to call if you really need help right away and you can't take it no more, jot this number down, guys, because the doctors are there.
Okay.
The number is, listen to me, 777-9311. That's the number to call. Pick up the phone.
Stupid. This is stupid.
777
SPD.
Side piece depression.
All right. Well, thank you, Jay and Tommy, for clearing that up for us.
We're here to help.
Yeah. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, President Trump is trying to undermine the post office. Wait till you hear this. To increase his re-election chances. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What is going on? Are we, as we get ready for the kickoff of the Democratic National Convention tonight in Milwaukee, it's going down. Meanwhile, the president is trying to undermine the post office to increase his reelection chances. Whoa. Is he watching the polls? What is he doing? We all know the president wants to block emergency funding to the U.S. Postal Service because he is afraid voting by mail would threaten his reelection. According to CNN, U.S. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy has slowed down mail delivery, removed high-speed letter sorters, and issued a warning to election officials that the mail-in ballots will no longer automatically be moved as priority mail. In addition, the United States Postal Service has started reducing post office operating hours across the country. DeJoy called it restructuring. Oh, that's what we're calling it now. Restructuring. Okay.
Sounds like a lot like voter suppression to me.
Yeah, does it? Yeah. He's calling it restructuring, though, Junior. Democratic House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and the House Oversight Committee will hold an emergency hearing on the mail delays and the possible White House interference.
Okay,
all right,
here's a fact. The United States Postal Service is one of the most highly rated government institutions that they are. Mm-hmm. Democrats voted 91% approval of the Postal Service in this country. Guess what the Republicans voted?
What?
91%.
They approve it 91%?
They approve it 91%. Mm-hmm. So see, why would you defund it? Why would it need regulating? Why would you need to do anything to something that has such a higher rated approval? But it came directly from the president's mouth. He said that he thought ballot voting would not be good for his candidacy, and he's against it. Mm-hmm. And so now, and here's another thing, the majority of the mailboxes that were removed were in Democratic districts.
Wow. That's a shame.
This is where we are, though. This is unbelievable.
It's a shame. It really is.
And the amount of people who are willing to ignore what he's doing sends a clear message to me that it ain't just he that's morally corrupt.
Huh.
Oh, I see what
because
you're saying.
If you A-okay with everything this man is doing, seriously, man, you're just overlooking moral corruption at the highest level. Yeah. And I don't see how we can allow that. But if you're a more corrupt person, you're okay with going along with it. That's the sad part of this. That's what makes this election so important for those of us who are at the hands and the whims of this policy of this administration. I'm telling y'all, can't do 4 more years of this dude. What he's going to do with another 4, you won't even believe it.
Oh, because he's in there.
See, we've got to send a message to the world that, like Joe Biden said, this is not who we are.
Yeah.
And if we don't get that message over to the rest of the world, we're in trouble with all of our relationships. The prime minister has spoken out against the country, the way the police brutality is, the way the president is handling this election. Canada, everybody's looking at this going, what are they doing up there? This was supposed to be the model democracy. It's not. It's turning into a dictatorship. This man is taking the presidency and running it like he king.
That's true.
I don't need a king. I have a king. He's my Lord and Savior. He's my king.
That's right.
I don't give nobody else king. You don't get to be that, dude.
No.
Wow.
All right, 78 days left until we go to the polls, and hopefully we'll go before that, okay? Go to vote411.org to register to vote, okay? And to find out about early voting. Wow.
We got to do this, man.
Yeah, we really have to.
He's trying to shut down the post office?
The post office? All right. Yeah. Coming up next, the nephew is here with the prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, I taught this young man everything he knows. Okay? Right now, the nephew is in the building with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Nev?
I got my favorite socks. That's the title. My favorite socks. Let's rock.
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Charles.
Yeah, this Charles.
Okay, are you the guy? Do you live in an apartment?
Who is this?
My name Benny, man. I live in. Let me say this to you, man. This like the third time this done happened, you know, and I done got fed up with it. So I'm finna sit. We finna get this straight.
Hold up, man. Wait. Who are you again?
My name Benny, man. I live in. Let's listen. Do you use the washroom on the property?
Yeah, man. I use the washroom. What's up?
Okay, this is the third time this happened. Last night was the third time. All right, now the first time I happened to be in the washroom with you, and I come up with a shirt missing. Now the second time was my T-shirt, my Chicago Bulls championship T-shirt. I saw your girl with it on. Now last night was the one that drew the line. My favorite socks was missing out the dryer when I come back to get my stuff. So I don't know what you doing, man, when you in this washroom. If you decide you just gonna go shopping in the dryer and get what you want out of it from other people's stuff, man. But this ain't cool.
Hold up, I'm a grown man. What are you talking about shopping? I work every day. I buy my own. Listen, you call me tripping about some clothes, and worse, you call me tripping about some socks.
I'm right. They my favorite socks. So what I got a problem is, what makes you think you can start opening up dryers, getting people's stuff out, man?
Hold up. What makes you think I'm opening up? Hold up. You got the wrong one. Where you getting my number from anyway?
I got your number from the leasing office.
The leasing?
Because I told them I needed to. Say what?
They done lost their mind giving you my number, calling me with some about some socks.
Hey, man, they my favorite socks. And look here, I want my socks back from you, man.
I'm going to say this one more time. You done lost your mind.
Okay, I'm going to say this one more time. Either I'm going to get them socks or I'm going to get that one of the two.
You got a plan. You say you live in 5 what?
I live in
That's
where I live.
Stay at I'll knock on your door in about 10 minutes if it's okay with you, partner.
Hey, man, it's whatever. All I know is you better bring them damn socks when you bring your around here.
I'm going to bring
my favorite socks. You got my favorite socks.
And you crying like a little about some socks?
Man, the hell with you. You got my
man,
socks,
I'm gonna enjoy whooping your part.
Hey, man, you better have my shirt. You better have my Chicago Bulls championship shirt. And you better have my socks. Yo, you can't be taking people's stuff out the washroom.
That's fine, partner. You got 3 whoopers coming. Socks, shirt, and a T-shirt. That's what you want. You got a whooping coming for all of them.
But that's fine with me, dog. But all I do, I want my socks back, man.
You act like my little sister with a crying. What
hey, man, don't worry about that. I better not catch you or your sister in my stuff. I'm going to tear it off. You hear me?
You ain't going to tear a thing off nobody. You done lost your mind, first of all. Why don't you just head on down to the washroom so I can whoop your now?
I'll meet you in the washroom right now, but you better bring my socks with you. You hear me?
I'm bringing a whooping to you, punk.
I'm going to put you inside that damn dryer and turn it on since you stealing stuff out of it.
You lost your mind. Let me tell you one thing. Hurry up, put your on, get down to the washroom now. I'm tired of my shoes.
I'm on the phone, fool. I'm already walking that way. So now what?
When you see me, you know me.
No, I already know you. Once you get busted in the head, you'll know what's going on.
I wish you ain't a man enough, but I'm going to...
I'll tell you what. How long is it going to take you to get your over there?
It's going to take me about 2 minutes, partner.
All right, then. And guess what else I'm bringing with me,
What you bringing now?
Is you listening to see what I'm bringing?
Man, what?
This is nephew Tommy from
man,
the
I don't give a Say what, man? Who is this?
Hey, Charles, this nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Yo, girl, Chandria got me to prank you, man.
Man, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Man, I got one boot on. I'm on my way down the stairs. I'm going to beat somebody. Tommy. Come on, man. Tell me it ain't so. Man, I'm talking about, I know ain't no grown man on this phone crying over no socks.
Oh, man, some socks, crazy. Man. Some socks.
Man, some socks. Boy, you know y'all tripping.
Hey, man, I got one more question, baby. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, that's easy. The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Charles, I got you, man.
All right, bro.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
No.
Where are you
play
appearing?
too much. You
got-
playing with me. About they socks?
In the living room, Jay. In the living
Jay,
room.
I have no. Normally after the prank, I let you know where I'm gonna be. I ain't gonna be nowhere.
In the kitchen. Change it to the kitchen
at
this
home.
time.
Yeah, where you gonna be? Catch me in my backyard.
Yeah.
I know. Look at the backyard. Look at the front yard. That's pretty much it, man. And get in your car and ride.
You know what the excitement is? Friday they come cut the yard. Ain't nothing like smelling fresh cut grass. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's all I look forward to.
It's a game changer, huh?
Listen to this
I'm with you,
fool.
Jay.
I never thought driving
My gardener gets around more than me, man. He gets to go different places. I don't go nowhere. At least you go to different houses. I don't go no damn where, man. Crazy. Stuck in the house.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's our lifestyle right now. We got to deal with it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Tommy, did you pick this
Do you
prank
get dressed
because-
up, Shirley? Are you getting dressed up?
No. The most dressed up I get is to put this, you see this red satin coat that I have on sometimes
That-
because it's cool in here.
You mean that
Yeah.
nobody else can see?
Right. See? That's the most dressed. And I put on lipstick. I miss lipstick. I put lipstick on when we come to work. That's it. Because we don't have to wear a mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. One time I put some lipstick on and I forgot I put my mask on. When I took it off, my lipstick was smeared all over
Don't you
my
really hate
face.
when that happens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Yes.
You just forget, you just forget some things. Yeah.
Habits.
I rode by this outdoor playground yesterday. There were grown men and young men playing basketball. No masks. Close up to each other, just out there playing a game of basketball.
Do you ever feel like you want to say something to people?
I know, but
in the league though, they got testing. They got everybody in the bubble.
Right.
So
They're
people are
outside.
watching them play basketball, but they're not understanding what they've done in the NBA is a little bit. It's in the bubble.
Yeah, it's in the
Everybody's
bubble.
tested. Blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's you playing
These
basketball.
guys, we're just out
Can
on
I,
the court
can I say
outside.
something about the bubble? Can I say something about the bubble?
What about the bubble, Jay?
To the stupid people out there, it's not a real bubble, okay? So I've had an argument with a fool
about this bubble.
They down there in Disneyland, and what they built was a real. No, it's not a real. Look,
Disney
dumbass,
World.
there's no bubble, okay? They're not inside a real bubble.
But it made sense to them because it was
they
Disney
got a real
World.
bubble down in Disneyland. No, there's no bubble.
It got on your nerves, Jay. No.
I mean, you ever argue with a fool? They made a complete bubble over all Disneyland, and I don't know how they made it.
But once you find out, though, that they're not wrapped too tightly, you leave usually, right? You don't keep arguing
you
with
start
them.
quit talking to them.
You don't keep arguing with them. You're out of there at some point.
It's not a real bubble, okay?
They're looking for it, though.
They say that bubble, NBA bubble, and Tyler Perry bubble is the bubble, baby. That's the one.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry
And
bubble.
apparently
Right,
Family
right.
Feud as well. They're doing a
Well,
great job.
I mean, we're
too,
on the
with
Tyler
COVID.
Perry lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyler got hazmat suits walking around and everything. Get your mind right over here.
Is he in one, Unc? Have you seen, is he in one?
No.
Tyler Perry got a real bubble. That's a real bubble. They got a bubble.
That's a real bubble.
All right, nephew. Thank you for the prank phone call. Coming up next, it's the Strawberry Letter. Subject: I taught this young man everything he knows. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, I hear you, Steve, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Hey.
That's for you, Jay. That's for you.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject: I taught this young man everything he knows. Dear Steve and Shirley, I have a confession to make, and I know I can count on Steve to give it to me straight. I am a divorced female, and I work as a corporate trainer. I'm 49 years old, and I have one daughter and a granddaughter. Last fall, I was called to train staff at an insurance agency. One of the male trainees got my attention and asked me for a business card before I left. He left a message on my office phone and invited me to dinner the next night. I knew he was a bit younger than I am, but I was flattered and went on a date with him. We have so much in common. It's hard to believe he's only 25. After that date, we've been inseparable, and I've had a hard time hiding him from my daughter and my family. I've taken him on several business trips with me, and he looks great in all of the suits and nice shoes I've bought him. I've taught him etiquette and how to appreciate the finer things. We took a cooking class, and he knows how to hand roll sushi for me. I showed him the art of making love to a real woman, and he mastered it. He's basically the perfect man for me, but the age difference will be a problem in the long run. I know my family and friends will judge me because he's 2 years younger than my daughter. He wants to get married so we can live together, and he wants me to meet his mother and grandmother. You know this isn't going to go over well with them. Men have always met and married younger women, but it's not as accepted when women do it. I would hope that I'm everything this man needs and he won't want a younger woman someday. Can this work, or have I wasted all of my training on the wrong man? Okay, so do you have a training thing going on here? Sounds like you're a sugar mama because you're buying him so much stuff, okay? You have a lot to be concerned about in this relationship. You're a mother and a granddaughter, and this guy is just 2 years younger than your daughter. I mean, we talk about this a lot on the show, the double standard. There are things that women can do that men can't or don't or won't do, and there are things that men can do that women can't or don't do. You said it in the letter. Men have always met and married younger, but it's not as accepted when women do it, and mainly that's because women have a biological clock inside of them where we have to do things like have children at a certain age. And the facts are that you are twice this young man's age, which means you have way more life experience than him. You came in as the trainer, he's the trainee, which means you have way more experience than him. You're buying him suits, as I mentioned, and shoes and stuff. You also have to think that, he might want kids of his own, and that's where you have to think about your biological clock and the time. He might want kids at some point. As far as the love goes, of course, we all know the heart wants what it wants. It doesn't care about age or race or religion or anything like that. But you, as the older, more experienced person, you have to let your thinking get involved here, your head. You have to think about these things if he wants kids in the future and what the future might hold. Yeah, he will probably look at younger women. You guys, you're twice his age, okay? I don't know if you'll be able to live with that or not as you get older. I mean, I'm sure you're beautiful right now. I'm sure you are. But, you got to think about that 25-year-old age difference. I don't think that's going to work, And if you can live with all of that stuff, then go for it. I don't think you should. I wouldn't do it. This has nothing to do with what your family or your friends say or anything like that. It's not their business. This is a decision that you have to make. And I think as the adult in this situation, I wouldn't do it. I'll put it like that. Steve?
You already know. You already know. So you want Steve to give it to you straight because you know he's going to give it to you straight? Shirley gave it to you. Mm-hmm. Shirley gave it to you. Mud, since you want to hear from Steve, here we go. I'm going to point out some things Shirley pointed out and point out some stuff Shirley didn't point out. You're a corporate trainer. You're 49 years old. You have one daughter and a granddaughter. 49. Let's just round it off, say you're 50. Women don't like to round it off up. So let me just go and get to it. Because you about to be 50 any damn way. Might have had a birthday by the time we read this letter on the air anyway. So let's just say you're 50.
Wow.
No, let's go. You got a daughter that's 27, and you got a granddaughter. You train people. That's your calling in life. You train people. So you go to this agency, you're training some people. Dude got your attention, asked for a card, left a message, invited you to dinner next night. You know, I knew he was a bit younger than I am, but I was flattered because you're bored. You divorced, you've been single for a while, you're bored. You figure, hey, you've been on this session, let me go on out to dinner with him. We have so much in common. What the hell you got in common with a boy that's 25 years, a young man who's 25 years younger than you? What, y'all both like to eat? You don't play video games. You ain't into sport. He like black dresses. You had on the black dress. That ain't nothing in common.
Hang on, Steve. Hang on. All right. We'll be back with part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Title of today's letter, I taught this young man everything he knows. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's strawberry letter. I taught this young man everything he knows.
Well, you're a teacher, you're a trainer. You're 49 years old. You go out on this insurance thing to train a group of people. Young dude catches his eye, asks you for a business card, invites you to dinner. You flattered because he's your age. You go out with him. He's much younger than you, but you sit there and all of a sudden y'all got everything in common. No, you don't. No, you don't. And I'll prove it to you in the letter. Lady, you have so much in common. Y'all don't like the same music and y'all don't go to the same places. Y'all ain't had the same life y'all ain't had the same life experiences. You can make children, he can't. You got kids, he don't. He play video games, you don't. He got a family, he ain't got no family, you do. What y'all got in common? I sure would like to know what it is y'all got in common. Or what did you sit there and fabricate in your mind that made it so good? Well, let me tell you what. Well, after that date, we've been inseparable. So much for in common. I've had a hard time hiding him from my daughter and my family. Listen to me, I've taken him on several business trips with me, and he looks great in all of the suits and nice shoes I bought him. You know why? Because he was wearing sneakers and T-shirts. You had to buy him them shoes and them suits because you couldn't take his T-shirt wearing ass nowhere with you. I thought y'all had a lot in common. He don't know how to dress. You taught him to your letter. I taught this young man everything he know. He ain't know nothing. You taught him everything. He didn't know nothing. You taught him everything. And you got a lot in common. What? He didn't know how to hand roll sushi when you met him. Now you got him hand rolling sushi. Let me tell you something. I went in a sushi restaurant in Atlanta one night, and this is years ago, Kings of Comedy years. And it was 2 black guys behind the counter at the sushi place. I turned around and walked right out. The 2 black dudes say, Steve, come on in, man, the sushi good. I said, y'all know good and hell well, y'all don't know nothing about cutting no damn sushi. That is not our job. If you back here frying fish, I sit down.
Yeah, we do,
but you
Steve.
slicing raw fish, boy, stop. Now you done got him to hand roll sushi for you. I showed him the art of making love to a real woman and he mastered it. Okay, you can say he mastered it.
Right.
He done got better at it. You can't get worse at sex. You just get better at it. So he's teachable. He's basically the perfect man for me. Except you can't take him around your daughter, your family, or your friends. But the age difference will be a problem in the long run. No, it's a problem now. So why are you talking about this is a problem in the long run? You can't take him nowhere. He don't know nothing. You done taught him everything. It's a problem now. I know my family and friends going to judge me because he's 2 years younger than my daughter. It's a problem now, not in the long run. This problem ain't going to get better. You going to get older, and the gap is going to be more obvious. He wants me to meet his mother and grandmother. Let me tell you something. They going to eat your ass alive.
Woo!
You go in there with this boy's mama and grandmama. He's so stupid. You didn't teach him what was going to happen when he walked your old ass in there with his mama and grandmama, did you?
Who's going to be worse, though, Steve, the mom or the grandmother?
The grandmama going to kill him. Oh, so you one of my friends.
You an Eastern Star.
Nothing.
But she got to put her glasses on. Come on.
I saw you down at the hall, didn't I? You look like the girl that work at the tavern I go to. See, it's gonna get bad for you. They're gonna eat you alive. You walk your old ass in there with this daughter that's 2 years older than this boy. They already know what you did. They already know you done whipped him. Cause see, this boy, he's whipped. And they know you done put it on him like he ain't never had it before. And now he want to marry you? Has he lost his rabbit ass mind?
Yeah.
Has this boy, you done whipped him this bad that he wants to marry you, and you gonna go in there and face his mother and grandma? I hope you do.
Well, she said
you finna find out. I don't give a damn. You know this ain't gonna go over well with them. Okay, so you once again see when you said in this letter, this is gonna be a problem in the long run. I keep telling you it's a problem now. You hiding him from your friends. You got him here from your daughter. He's 2 years younger than your daughter. You got a granddaughter. You take him everywhere. You done taught him everything because his ass stupid. He ain't know nothing. You know, men have always met and married younger women, but it's not as accepted when women do it. I would hope that I'm everything this man needs and he won't want a young woman someday. What?
His mama.
What? Who the hell don't want a younger woman? What? What? You all this stuff you done taught him to master. You don't think he don't want to show this to nobody?
There you go. All right, thank you, Steve. We'll leave it right there. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM.
She crazy. She know this ain't gonna work.
She knows. On Instagram and Facebook. And coming up at 46
But I do
minutes,
want you to go meet his mom and grandmama, though. Please do that for me.
and let us know how it turned out. Yeah. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, Junior Sports Talk coming up. Yeah, right after this. Come on, Junior.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
The moment we've been waiting for. Junior is here with Sports Talk. Give it to us, Junior.
Baby.
We got something to talk about today.
Yeah.
Yeah, not only does the Democratic National Convention start today, but the playoffs in the NBA start today.
I know.
Everything starts today.
Already?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Lakers ain't playing today, though.
But who we got, though? Let's look at the Eastern Conference. Just tell me who you got. Let me know.
No, we'll go ahead and call it.
Milwaukee and Orlando, 7-game series.
Oh, no, Milwaukee.
Okay, we got Milwaukee.
Milwaukee in, because they having a little troubles right now, but they're going to win it in 5.
Toronto Raptors versus the Brooklyn Nets.
Toronto going to win it in 5.
Toronto is balling.
Are they the defending champs?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go.
They might
Boston
even
Celtics.
sweep them.
Boston Celtics.
It's going to be a rough series.
Philadelphia 76ers.
It's going to be rough, man, because your boy, the light-skinned Simmons, is out. Joel Embiid, he could rise to the occasion, but he keeps shooting damn jumpers. He won't take his ass down there and be big.
Big as he is?
He just wasted 7 feet.
No.
Dog, he gonna be out there shooting them threes. He just out here wasting his 7-foot ass. Take your ass down there and be big. And run over Al Horford ass and show his ass what a big man do. Get everybody in foul trouble and your team stand a chance. But no, your ass gonna be out there shooting jumpers. Man, miss me. Celtics gonna win it.
Okay, Indiana Pacers and Miami Heat.
I think the Heat gonna get their ass. Cause Jimmy Butler and them cold, but I love that Oko. I can't never say his name. The point guard, the guard at Indiana. They cold.
Well, you gonna take Pacers. Pacers.
No, I'm going with the Heat, man. Miami, man.
All right. Well, here we go. Let's go to the West now.
Hey, dog. Jimmy Butler and them strong.
Yeah, they is. Los Angeles Lakers, Portland.
Lakers
first
Portland.
round too. Yeah.
Oh, Lakers.
First round?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Lakers gonna get their ass. They ain't playing today, but they gonna get their ass.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hard series though. Portland is strong. Man.
Yeah, they Portland. So they down.
They got they backcourt nasty.
Him and Color, they killing it. Clippers,
I
Mavericks.
Clippers.
Do they get a half a trophy or do they get a whole?
Yeah, exactly, Jay. They get a half a trophy.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what they get. Yeah, go ahead, Junior.
Yeah, Denver Nuggets, Utah Jazz on it.
I don't really care. That series don't mean nothing to me.
Rockets, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Was that a brush off answer you gave me? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Get
One
out
more,
the conversation type answer.
Yeah, Rockets.
That's gonna be hard. The Rockets gonna get them.
Cool. There it is. Playoffs are set. We got out with the picks and everything.
Wow.
Ready for
so
some
they get the ball
basketball,
or the trophy?
Chris Paul gonna shake them up. Lord.
How he gonna be mad? He gonna be mad.
Yeah, he gonna be mad about this one.
Coming up at the top of the hour, guys, tell me some good news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Tell me something good news. Some good Steve Harvey Morning Show news. We've always loved country music icon Dolly Parton, and we love her even more now after she recently voiced her support of Black Lives Matter during an interview with Billboard Magazine. Take a listen.
I think that everybody needs to express themselves however they feel they have to. Like I said, I'm not out here to tell you what to do. I don't want you to tell me what to do. But I just do what my heart tells me to do. I ask God to direct me and lead me. And if I've got His direction, I don't have to worry too much about anything else. But I do understand people having to make themselves known and felt and seen. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Do we think our little white asses are the only ones that matter? No. Everybody matters.
There you go. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Hey, you know what was crazy,
Everybody
man?
was
I
like,
was
"Come on,
watching this
Dolly."
in Arkansas. There was a white woman or man holding up a sign saying Black Lives Matter. And they filmed the reaction to these people in Arkansas. The number of people that were riding by yelling out insults at this white person going, "You're white too. We're white people. White people matter too." Listen, can I just say this to the white people that don't understand this? Black Lives Matter does not say white lives don't matter. What Black Lives Matter, all it's saying is, can our lives matter the same as everyone else's, especially yours? Can our life get the same value, mean the same thing as your life? This is justice, and equality is not like pie. It's not like if you give us a bigger slice, that leave less for you. No, can our life matter the same as your life? Not more, just the same. Black Lives Matter too. Dolly Parton just said it best.
Yes. Come on.
Our little white ass can't be the only life that matter.
That's right.
I'm just quoting Dolly Parton because I don't have a little white ass.
Thank you, Dolly Parton. We appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, man.
Yeah. All right, here's some more good news. Over the past year, civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump has made a name for himself as one of the nation's lawyers who leads the charge for social justice. Here's some good news. Kenya Barris, creator of Blackish, Black AF, is going to produce a documentary on the life and career of civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump.
Nice.
The documentary, isn't that nice? Yeah. The documentary will pull back the curtain on Crump's work on various cases. He's always on the front lines working, and the toll it takes on his family. So we have to say congratulations to our friend and family member, attorney Benjamin Crump.
Yeah.
Just keep
great.
fighting
He deserves
for justice. Yeah.
That's good news.
Cues
Yeah, that
is
really is
everywhere.
good news. What'd you say, Steve?
I said them cues is everywhere. We just showing up. We clowning them right now. I'm proud of them, man. We just showing up everywhere,
Yeah.
doing some things.
Yeah. I was surprised that Kenya Barris is doing it because he's usually associated, as far as I know, with comedies. So, like Blackish, Black AF.
Branching out. Just branching out.
Yeah, I like that he's branching off and
Yeah, I like
branching
him. I
out.
like his work.
I love
Would you like somebody
his
to
shows.
do a life story on you?
On me?
I'm talking to the whole team.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
What about
trying to
you?
think who would play me. Would you?
I'm not
Tommy
gonna
could
give
play
my
you.
whole damn story. That's the hard part with me. I'm not.
You gonna leave out some stuff?
I'm finna leave so much stuff out. You ain't gonna be able to get all this hip hop.
What about Steve's life though?
Yeah,
He can't tell all of that.
I sure can.
You can't tell all
I
of
can
that.
tell it after
no
my
one
career
tells
is over.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to wait till my career over. If you just want the truth.
What about you, Jay?
Who will play a young Jay? Cheryl Underwood. Yeah, young Jay.
Coming up, we'll have more of today's trending stories on the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after the hour. Crazy.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, here's some Leo celebrity birthday news. This past Friday, the beautiful, the gorgeous Halle Berry. You guys aren't ready for this one. Halle Berry turned 54.
Come on here, girl.
54 years old.
Look
on her
at 24,
birthday.
girl.
Yes. She posted a picture of herself in a swimsuit while on a skateboard.
I got it.
And then she posted a video of herself walking
I got
out of
that
the
too.
ocean. Yeah, that's the one. With that black bikini on.
Yes.
Black girl
bad
magic.
girl.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a bad
Yes.
She looks great. She looks absolutely fantastic. So what's your favorite Halle Berry movie? I'll start with you, Tommy.
Boomerang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay?
That damn show wasn't Monsters Ball. That damn show wasn't. She got the Oscar there.
The Wick, the last one, the Wick thing.
Oh, John Wick 3.
John
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
John Wick 3.
Yeah. What about you, Junior?
All of them.
Catwoman.
She on the screen, all of them.
What about you, Steve?
It don't matter. It's Holly.
Yeah.
Steve?
I don't really know.
What?
I don't know no movies. I'm gonna just tell y'all.
That hurts
Not
my
gonna believe
heart.
this. I ain't never see Boomerang.
Oh, wow.
Boy.
Wow. You missed a great movie, Steve.
Get
love
off the
Bats.
radio right
What
now.
about you,
Get
Carl?
off.
Get off the radio.
I love Boomerang.
Get off the radio right. Don't even close remark today. Just matter of fact, your closing remark, you apologize to Halle for what you just said.
We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show and trending news coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
President Trump's younger brother, Robert Trump, passed away on Saturday. Some sad news. The president released a statement saying, in part, "It is with heavy heart that I share with you my wonderful brother Robert passed away. He was not only my brother, but he was my best friend." Joe Biden sent the president an empathetic note saying, "I know the tremendous pain of losing a loved one." Yeah, that's sad.
That's class. That's class.
Yeah, Yeah,
Joe
sad for the
But I don't
president, though, to lose your brother.
I don't know if they were that close. Yeah.
Huh? What'd you say?
This is the brother that he got to sue his niece from writing
For writing the book?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mary.
yeah.
Oh.
Before he died, he did that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He was
Wow, what a
71.
family,
Yes.
How old is Trump?
All right.
Too old to be acting immature.
Yeah, too old to be so petty. All of the above.
Old enough to know better, huh?
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Yes,
You're
sir.
definitely that.
Yeah.
All right, in other political news, the Democratic National Convention kicks off today in Milwaukee.
Yay.
There will be some Democratic Party business in Milwaukee, but the DNC will mostly be 4 nights of virtual programming, and Joe Biden will give his presidential nominee acceptance speech this Thursday. Other headliners and speakers include our forever President Barack Obama, former First Lady Michelle Obama, Senator Bernie Sanders, Jill Biden, former President Clinton, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, Senator Cory Booker, Democratic politician Stacey Abrams, and VP nominee Kamala Harris. All right, that's a very good heavy hitter lineup right there.
Speakers.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't want to miss it.
You forgot one.
What?
Shirley.
Who?
Shucky Ducky. Shucky Ducky will be speaking.
Yes.
What, Jay?
Shucky Ducky will be making.
Quack, quack.
I don't know why that's funny, but it's just funny.
Because I don't know why you're stupid, but you're just stupid.
Shucky, my dude.
When you call his name, it's just funny, man.
Shucky Ducky. All right. Yeah, along with those heavy hitters, they have some serious performers as well. Jennifer Hudson, John Legend, Common, the Chicks. Now, these are formerly the Dixie Chicks, right? But now they're the Chicks. Yeah. The Chicks. Yeah. Billie Eilish and Billie Eilish. Mm-hmm. Speakers tonight include, get this lineup, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, Senator Amy Klobuchar, and Representative Jim Clyburn. Okay. That was Congressman John Lewis's best friend. Coming up, our last break of the day.
It's the last break of the day.
I love it, Jay. Thank
you know how to make up for it.
Yes, and we'll have some closing remarks coming up at 49 minutes after from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are, guys, our last break of the day on this Monday. Democratic National Convention starting.
A real good one.
Tonight.
Milwaukee.
Yes, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah. That's one of the swing states, right? Wisconsin?
Miss Michelle Obama's going to be there, too.
Yes. And Mr. Barack Obama, right. Tommy.
Yes.
And Mr. Bill Clinton and Miss Hillary Clinton.
And Shucky Ducky speaks on Thursday. Shucky Ducky speaks on Thursday.
Tommy, if they ask you to speak, what would just be the subject you would cover?
At the convention, Steve?
Yeah,
at the convention.
Democratic convention?
Just probably side piece Democrat.
See, right? Hey, don't.
What in the world?
You know, I just got ready to say, like, really think about it. Be serious about it.
Oh, okay. Serious. You want me to be serious?
He's serious.
This is like if somebody gave you a radio show and said, Mr. Miles, this is your show. I want you to say something compelling to your listeners. What would be a subject you would cover at the Democratic Convention if you were being serious and making an attempt to be?
Why are you laughing, Steve?
Because you know the answer.
I know. He told you.
Making an attempt to be compelling.
What you say, Tommy? Side piece delegates.
Yeah.
I like that.
He already told you.
I like that too.
Stop encouraging him.
Know who you talking to?
You laughed.
Government side pieces.
I like it. Yeah. That's serious, Steve. That's very serious.
And it's not like it's not happening in real life, too.
Hello.
Are we going to talk about it at the convention?
We're going to bubble it up.
It starts tonight. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is set to speak tonight. That should be good.
Yes.
Yeah. Man.
That'll be really good.
Yeah.
I'm watching every night.
So remember, 78 days. Yeah. 78 days until November 3rd, the election day. Register to vote at vote411.org. You can get your dates for early voting in your area. Again, go to vote411.org. These days are going fast. 78?
Ooh.
Wow. Remember when it was 100 and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. We got to get show serious about this.
Oh, we got to. We got to.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I just realized people that I went to high school with, I don't know them the way I thought I knew them. People, Caucasian people that I went to high school with, I see them on Facebook and social media now, completely different from what I thought. I mean, they are super Trump supporters and everything, man. I didn't know that growing up. I didn't see that.
Well,
Well, we didn't have Trump.
You went to Texas A&M.
I'm talking about, what's wrong with that? That's still, I went to predominantly white high school. Yeah. I'm talking about kids I played with as junior high, elementary, junior high, high school. I did not see that in them. I did not see it at all. Played with them every day.
Different school. Everybody I went to junior high, high school with severe Trump haters.
Your clique is the same. Your squad is the same.
I'm telling you, man,
that's the opposite.
The direct opposite, man. I can't see them being nothing else.
I talked to my I talked to my cousin over the weekend, and we were talking about just, getting the family up, make sure every family member is ready for November. He was saying, yeah, the family's cool, he said, but people my age, he's like early 30s, like maybe 31, 32, they are not interested. He said they're not. He lives in Arkansas. From Chicago, lives in Arkansas right now. He said people his age. So we got to, I guess, I don't know, do more.
Not interested to not vote?
To not vote, yes. They're not interested in voting. We got to do more to reach them.
You can't reason with them either. You cannot reason with them. They don't make sense.
But see, I don't even see how a person cannot be interested in what's going on. Let me say this. This is our world that we live in. Our world. This is our future that's in front of us. This is all of our futures. This is all of our world. If you don't think this is our world, just look at what's happened to us in 2020. For the first time ever, the entire world has had to grapple with an issue that we all have in common, and it's called COVID-19. This is our world. Whether you admit to it or not, we all have to deal and grapple with global warming. It may not be on the forefront of your plate, but this thing is real, y'all. Global warming is real. We have done so much to this earth, and now there's this big move to help Mother Nature. Oh, man, the big move is for us to stop blanking up Mother Nature. That's the movement. See, Mother Nature don't really need help, but we done blanked it up so bad, now we trying to fix it. See, this is our world, young people. This is our future, young people. I don't know if you're understanding this or not, but this thing called the future, you will be in it. And this November, you have a say-so. Listen to me. You have a president right now who doesn't believe in global warming. You have a president right now that does not believe in fair elections, that's taking up mailboxes in Democratic precincts. You have a president that does not care about unity, will do as much divisiveness as he can just to be president. You have a president where the majority of people that he brought to Washington, D.C. are currently in jail. We have the most corrupt, immoral administration that we've had in my lifetime sitting in the White House right now. You're not interested, you better get interested, because I got news for you. You're going to mess around and be here tomorrow, and tomorrow is your future. Now we're pushing vote411.org, vote411.org, and get your ass interested.
Yes, sir.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.